Good afternoon and welcome to our Twitch TV live stream. Excuse me. My name is Glenn Tompkins. My pleasure to be here. Glad that you're all here. If you want to, by all means, if you can hear me, chat into the room. Let me know you can hear me. That lets me know that the electronics and the technology on our side is working. And that lets me know that my producer, Joey, is doing a great job in helping to make me look good. So if you can hear me, by all means, please chat in. And for those who don't chat in often, this is a good time, excuse me, just to reaffirm that you can at least hear me. So I know there's a delay, but nobody's chatting in. Wow. Do we got people? Are they there? Hello? Is this thing on? Bueller. Bueller. By the way, in the background is my producer, Joey. Joey, say hi.
Hello.
There's my guy. There's Joey. And in the background, and way in the background, we have super producer Daniel. Daniel, say hi. He's never on screen. Well, he's been on screen a couple of times, but Daniel, say hi. Handlebars, I think he can hear me. He says, is it on? Wait a minute. Is he asking, is it on? I'm wondering. See, now I'm curious to know if they really can hear me, Joey.
What's on? I can hear it.
Okay, so you can hear me. All right, but Handlebars and Joff are the only two that look like they want to chat in today. It is what it is. If I've got a crowd of two, I got a crowd of two. If I got a crowd of 200, I got a crowd of 200. I'm still going to do my thing no matter how many people are here because that's what I do. I work for a company called VectorVest. It's a stock and portfolio management system. And that's what the tool we're going to be using in here. It's ideally suited to help people learn about the market, and two, get better in the market. So if you're here, a lot of people that are here are VectorVest subscribers. Talk to them. They will let you know. If you have a question, you don't want to talk to me directly, type it in the room. Let the VectorVest subscribers that are here answer your questions if you don't want to hear it from me, just in case I'm just going blah, 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 blah. If you really want to get a feel of what's going on and how the software works from a real live expectation, listen to the people that are in the room. Good afternoon, Lisa. Is John here? Is John here? Good afternoon, Lisa. Or is he working? He could be. But so far it looks like we have Joff, we have Handlebars, we have Lisa. And again, I always invite every session, I always invite any people who are new or sitting in the background, just say hello. Joff says, you don't do blah, blah, that's slow or laid back. Yeah, okay, then fine. I'm not slow and I'm not laid back, to say the least, that's for sure. If you're new to the room, excuse me, I like the interaction because it makes the room fun. I like the interaction because there's a true sense of education that occurs in these sessions. It's not about just looking at a screen and wondering what to do or what not to do. You get a real education every time we have a live stream in this room. So if you're new to the market, this is a good place to be. If you're if you don't know anything about the market, this is a good place to be. And of course, if you are a pro, semi-pro, or just have been with the market for a while, this is also still the place to be. So no matter what level of market knowledge you have, this platform is ideally suited for you. Lisa says, John was called in early to work. He may try to log in. Excellent. Uh-oh, died down there for a minute. I know Joey's working on it. Joey's working on it. In regards to what's going on. So that's why I have somebody sitting side saddle with me on every presentation, because it would be tough for me to do the presentation and work on the electronics in the background. Joey says I can do it though. I don't know. I don't know if I could multitask that way. So always glad to have Joey here. The software we're using is VectorVest. For those of you who may be new, this software has been around for about 30 years. 30 years. It's done a great job of teaching people how to invest in the market and helping people to do better investing in the market. So that talks about who I am. I've been with VectorVest for 15 years. Just think about it. I've been with VectorVest about half the time VectorVest has been alive, And Vector, how long you been here, Joey?
18 years.
18 years for Joey, man. So he's been here a little longer than half the time VectorVest has been alive. So there's a lot of knowledge in these presentations. Not much that Joey can teach me though, because I'm me and he's him. So he can't teach me much about the software. He's good at what he does, and I'm good at what I do. I'm just the talent. Lisa's
approved your application when they.
Oh, when I joined, you had to approve my application.
So bring him in.
All right. Lisa says, thank you, Joey and super producer Daniel, for keeping us going. There you go. So Joey worked out whatever was the issue, and there we go. All right. Let's go see what else is going on. No Endgame spoilers. We will be talking about the movie and its effects on the stock, but no spoilers. Actually, my wife and I got tickets. We're going tonight. We're going to do dinner and a movie, so we're going to go see the Endgame tonight. Right now, talking about how many our subscriber level, our follower level, we're at 221. Our next goal is 250. So once we hit to 250, we will have a giveaway. We had a giveaway at what two numbers? At 50 and 100?
I think so, yeah.
At 50, when we got 50 followers, we had a giveaway. Kirby won. Kirby's not here yet. I know he's on his way. Kirby's not here yet. And once we hit 100 followers, we had a giveaway. And Kirby won both of them. Don't know how he did it, but Kirby won both of them. Once we hit 250 followers, we will have another giveaway. We will have another giveaway. Interesting as I talk about how this group is and how we're growing as a community, I look at, on Twitch. In case you didn't know, Twitch is a gaming platform for live streaming. In between times, we do look at a lot of the other streams that are on Twitch. I do take some time to look at the live streams about markets, and a lot of times it's just there looking at a stock. I'm not seeing a bunch of education going on in this space on Twitch, so hopefully we're groundbreaking in that arena, so people can come to a platform like this that is live stream and get a feel and a better understanding of the market. Let's see, used a VectorVest 7 graph. What do you talk about, Joff? I'm not sure what you just said. Joey says, Lisa, no problem. Thanks for being here. There you go. See, that's Joey. Joey can chat with you. Not only can he hear you, I can see your chat. He can see your chat too, but he leave an answer back. How cool is that? So we're looking to get to 250 followers. So I'm going to challenge you today, and even especially the people who are sitting in the background who are not talking. I'm going to challenge you today. If you like the content, I am looking to try to set a goal of obtaining 5 new followers today. 5 new followers today. So if you're here for the first time or you've been here for a few times and you're just teetering on whether or not to follow us, I'm going to ask that you do follow us. I want to grow this community as much as I can, and that's only by way of you guys to be able to make that happen. All right. So if you like the content, follow us. Also, below the video, God, I hate when I use which hand. Below this video, you're going to find that we have some polls. Take the time to fill out those polls. By answering the questions on the polls, you're going to make the content better. I think, did we make anything new down there? Is there anything new, or is it still the same poll? Still the same poll. All right, if you've already done it, thank you. If you haven't yet, take the time to fill out the polls, especially if you're still in the background, not chatting. That's a good way to possibly see some new content based upon your answers. All right, so even if you're not chatting, you can have some input as to what these channels or what these live streams will offer. All right, so do that. Let's jump into, it's hot and heavy. It's hot and heavy. Let's get into what's going on with the movie that's out, the Avengers Endgame. And there it is. Avengers Endgame marks a new beginning for Disney stock. So we all know that we know what stock it affects within the market, Disney. Now, as Joey scrolls down, look at the first line. Avengers Endgame is forecast to break all kinds of box office records. Well, if that happens and it becomes that popular, what do you think is going to happen to the Disney stock? All right? Stock analysts think it could help to push the Disney shares higher. That makes sense. So we're going to talk about if Disney is going to have a possibility, or if it's the right time to be in Disney right now, Or do you let it run up a little bit? Or is it already running? We're going to analyze Disney, and that may be a good free trade for you in regards to what's going on. But this movie could definitely affect Disney in a positive way, as well as a couple of other stocks that are tied in with Disney. We'll talk about that in a second, a little later. But what I want to talk about is the understanding of when to buy. Just because a stock looks like it's good or the buzz behind the stock is good doesn't always mean it's the right time to buy the stock. So we're going to analyze the stock the way only VectorVest can do it, to give you true, real, bona fide information, not just data, true bona fide information on if it's okay or not okay to be in Disney stocks or stocks related to Disney. Good time for options on Disney? I'll answer that for you as well, Lisa. Remember, we did a great options talk yesterday with Ron Wheeler. Holy smokes, that was a lot to take into effect. And maybe we can apply some of that mentality that we got from Ron Wheeler into possibly learning if it's okay to play options on it. If you missed that presentation yesterday, Joey, is it up someplace that they can go watch it?
Just on the Twitch channel.
It's on the Twitch channel, so it was recorded. It's on the video section of the Twitch channel. Folks, if you missed that yesterday, by all means, please go watch that video. Ron Wheeler was here. I was moderating the conversation between he and I going out to you. You guys asked a lot of great questions. And Ron has a way of answering the questions in a nice, concise, but easily to understand manner. So if you missed it yesterday, by all means, go check the videos in Twitch and go see the replay. All right, so I do like the idea that Lisa asked that question if it's okay. I like that she's segueing from yesterday's presentation into today as well. All right, but look at that. Heavy demand for tickets sent AMC Entertainment stock up 11%. And, you know, let's go take a look at that as well. That's another stock to take a look at the movie theaters, right? And that's where we're going. We're going to an AMC movie theater this evening to watch it. And Joey said, were there tickets available? In my town in Mooresville, North Carolina, it looked like that theater had tickets available all over the place. And we were looking at ordering them yesterday, so we ordered them online. And I'm wondering between yesterday and today if the volume would have picked up. So we're still going to be there way early just so we can get a good seat. But I'll tell you all about it. No, I'm not listening to you, Nick. La, 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 la. I'm not looking at la, 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 la. Nick put it in the room. I'm not listening. Nick, you can't do that. No. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. So.
What about Hasbro?
I already got that one too. I'm thinking about, I have other stocks associated with Disney. I have Hasbro, Mattel, and AMC. I figured those are other good stocks that could feel the move as well. All right, movies in the Marvel comic universe have grown in popularity since the first Iron Man film in 2008. See, there you go. Thank you, Nick. Nick says, just joking. Thank you for chatting in, by the way, Nick. I appreciate that. And again, I keep telling you, all you guys sitting in the background, don't be afraid to talk. He said he cautioned, however, that Disney studio business faced a tough comparative period this year. Black Panther, Avengers, Infinity War, and 2 Star Wars movies were all released in the 12 months that ended in September. Disney could continue capitalizing on those movies' success, however, by featuring their characters in TV shows, musicals, video games, t-shirts. Look at that. Look at where Disney stretched their reach is in regards to their movies. TV shows, musicals, video games. Think about that. Video games. What video game systems do I want to take a look at? Or Activision. That's one, right? ATVI. I'm trying to think of all the stocks that are affected by this Disney move in thinking about this. So there we go. All right. And that's all that I need on that. Thank you, Joey. You still scrolling? What do you want me to see?
I was reading it.
Oh. So I'm going down and I'm reading as you putting it up there and Joey's reading it. All right. So we're going to take a look at all of those stocks that are Disney related and that are affected by the movie, and we're going to make that happen. Real quick, let's get into some of the other portfolios that we've built And then I will continue to build as we continue to go along. I'm going to still look at other presentations that we've done, and I'm going to do follow-up portfolios to see how well they've worked. Right now, I've only got 2 portfolios, actually 3. I've got one for options that is a cherry pick. We haven't added any stocks to it yet. I actually have one for marijuana, since we did a good presentation on marijuana stocks. And then I have one on 5G, because we did do a 5G presentation as well. So I have follow-ups on all 3 of those portfolios. The optionable stocks, what I am going to start doing to add more stocks to those to that portfolio, we're going to take a look at maybe stocks that Lisa likes, or any stocks that you guys are looking at for options. We're going to analyze them, and then we're going to cherry pick them and put them into that portfolio and see how well that works out. So we're going to, in a sense, track some optionable trades as well as we can in VectorVest. VectorVest is not really suited to track optionable trades. And actually, I'm thinking, Lisa, I'm going to start use a little bit more of the Options Pro tool in regards to that as well, because Ron did a good job of talking about that tool. So as we look at stocks to get into for possible option trades, we're going to use the Options Pro tool to help to turn around and confirm whether or not these are good option trades. Jeff says, bought the top ETFs this morning, and while the market has changed, still up over 1.2% in JNUG, the bearish for oil, all up 5%, watching this afternoon for the closeout. Kyle says, after all that, could you explain how does dividend works from zero when they are paid? And so I'll talk about dividend stocks. We can do that. We can do, and actually, you know something? We may set up a dividend portfolio. I like that idea, Kyle. That may be another portfolio to take a look at. That may be another portfolio to take a look at. Stocks that pay dividends, and let's watch over time. If we find good dividend-paying stocks that look good on a graph, let's see how they look. So good call on that, Kyle. Good call. I like that. I like that. All right. So again, your input. This is why I ask for input. Your input helps to shape what these presentations are going to be like. So I'm well on top of that, and that's why I want more and more people to interact with us in this. All right, first thing we always do, we always look at market timing. Let's see if it's the right time or the wrong time to be in the market. Let's turn around. I'm going to put you on the home page. This is where it all starts. When you are a subscriber to VectorVest, this home page provides for you a lot of great information. Joff says, all I can remember, if they take stock, they get dividend. If you keep it, you keep it. If I'm wrong, please correct. No, the only way you can get paid a dividend on a stock is if you own it. You have to be the owner of record before the dividend execution date. The dividend execution date says as long as you own the stock before that date, you are an owner of record, and when the dividend gets paid, you get paid the dividend for it. Now, keep in mind, you can buy the stock before the dividend expiration date and close it out before it gets paid the dividend. If you're in it and own it before the dividend expiration date, execution date, you are the owner of record whether you still hold it or not. Does that make sense, Joff? So in actuality, you don't need to own and have the stock in your possession when the dividend is paid. As long as you were the owner of record before the dividend execution date, you get paid the dividend. All right, Kirby, there you are. Kirby is here. Lisa says, hey, Kirby. See, you guys can see each other. Joey says hi to Kirby, too. So, B. Wooster, good afternoon. Shorted Tesla this AM, up 3% so far. Also bought the marijuana stock, CGC, up just a little bit, holding Tesla shorts for months. If Tesla is going to continue to go down, Tesla may not be a bad play to play to the downside for a while. Not forever. Kirby says, I believe that you have to be the holder on the dividend execution date, not before. All right, so I got to check into that, Kirby. I think you need to be, because after the dividend execution date, you are no longer eligible to be the owner of record. So Kirby may be right that after the dividend execution date, you can then drop the stock. Kirby, I'll look into that. All right, I'll take a look at that. All right, and I'll get an answer. I thought that you could buy it as long as you were the owner of record before. No, that makes sense. the dividend execution date means that's the date where you might be right. That makes sense. On the execution dividend date, you won't get the dividend. I'll double check. How about that? I'll double check. But that, huh?
Get Ron on the line.
Get Ron on the line. Ron is doing another presentation, I think.
Sure he is.
It's holders on the one date. You have to hold on the dividend dividend execution date. All right, so there you go. I'm getting more in there that you have to be the holder as of the execution date. And then after that, you can drop the stock and you don't have to own it on the day that it gets paid a dividend. Thank you for that. If they take it, you don't, and you keep it, it is still yours, and you're the one who gets to keep it as long as with the dividend. Yes, in order to be paid the dividend, you have to be an owner of the stock. You can't play the now. If you play the options on it, you can make money on the movement of the stock by way of the premium. The premium goes up, but if the premium goes up and the dividend is paid, you don't get paid the dividend. You have to be the owner of the stock, and it makes sense that you have to be the owner by way by the execution date, and then you can drop it if you need to. All right. So thank you for all the feedback in regards to that, and just want everybody to know I got my Duke Blue Devil Cup today, and Joey's a Carolina fan. How many people watched the NFL draft last night? I'm a Giants fan, and I'm sad. And Haskins is going to.
Your boy.
Huh?
You just drafted your boy.
That wasn't my boy. You know what he was? He was an Eli Manning clone. That's what he was. The dude from Duke was good afternoon, Cosmic. If you look at him, he was built just like Eli Manning. It looks like he was a drone of Eli Manning. And I don't know why we didn't go after Haskins. And Haskins is pissed. And we got to meet him twice a year, every year. He's hot. He's hot that we didn't pick him up. Oh my God. So Cosmic comes in and he's trying to give away. Oh boy. I'm not listening to you either, Cosmic Pegasus. La 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 la. No spoilers for the movie in here. Lisa says, sorry, I wanted the Bruins to destroy the Blue Jackets. Oh, well, how about Carolina? Carolina hockey team made it to the next round. So
They play tonight.
Cub, 1988, good afternoon. Nope. See, Cosmic, that's not true. I'm sure it's not true. It can't be true. No spoilers in here. No spoilers. All right. You watched the Bruins destroy the Blue Jackets. Are you a Boston fan, Lisa? You. Because I'm a Yankees fan. Oh boy, Thanos. Yeah, Superman is not even in Marvel Comics. Pegasus is just having fun. That's all right. All right, here we go. What's going on in the market? Currently, on our daily traffic light. Our daily traffic light shows us that we're one ticket to the green. Color Guard is mildly bullish. VectorVest advocates buying safe undervalued stocks that are rising in price. That is today. The Wolverine was a joke, though. I know, Cosmic, and I appreciate you not spoiling it for us. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. All right. So today, by way of the market timing gauge, it's okay to be long in stocks. If we look down at our quick list, all of the major indices are up. They're not running away up, but they are up nonetheless. Huh? Cosmic followed. Excellent. Thank you, Cosmic Pegasus. I appreciate that. Remember, I'm trying to see if we can get 5 new followers today. We need 4 more. Thank you very much for that, Cosmic. All right. So our daily traffic light is telling us, wow, how about Master 3? Excellent. Thank you again. There's another follower, Master 313 TF2. Did I read that right, Joey? Okay, so Joey has a way of being able to see what I can't see when it comes down to the name. So thank you, Joey, and thank you for the follow. We need 3 more. Looking for 3 more. Excellent. All of the major indices are up, flat to up. How about the NASDAQ is the laggard for the day? Another one. Wow. We got a 3rd follow. All right, thank you. I'm Tim. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Like Tim, anyway. Thank you for that, Tim. We need 2 more. The NASDAQ is the laggard for the day, only up a little bit, a little less than 0.1%. The Dow is up a little less than a tenth of a percent. But look at the S&P. The S&P is on the move, up about 0.2%. And our VectorVest composite is rocking and rolling, up almost 0.4%. Overall, today is a good day to be in the market. Now, keep in mind, one day doesn't make a trend. Yes, today it's up. Does that mean you back up the truck and you put all the stocks in the world into your portfolio? No, today is a good day to possibly add on to your positions. But what are you looking for? Make sure that the stock is doing what you want it to do, and that's go up in price before you pull the trigger on the stock. That's important. And you know something? A lot of times people jump on board with a stock without looking at a longer-term graph. And you know something? You could be jumping the gun. Not only do I want the stock to go up, I want to make sure that it's on a little bit of a continuation, whether it's coming from a bottom and moving up or already in an uptrend. These are little things to look at so that you're not part of the herd, that you're going to be one of the leaders that jump in at the stock on the right time. So, all of the major indices are up. Now, let's take a look at the longer-term view of a traffic light. This is a 6-day view of 3 indicators that we track within the software. Price, which is the price movement of the VectorVest composite. What's so special about that composite? That VectorVest composite tracks the move of 8,383 stocks. All of these stocks are tracked in one indicator called the VVC, or VectorVest composite. We use that for market timing because we feel that it is a better representation of broad market movement. Now, when we say that the Dow moves up, the market is up. Remember, the Dow only tracks 30 stocks in the market. The NASDAQ tracks about 4,300 stocks. But that group of stocks is very tech heavy. Your Googles, your Netflix, your Intels, your Apples are all in that group. And a good stock like Apple or Google or Netflix could affect the NASDAQ tremendously. So yes, even though it tracks more stocks, it is very heavily weighted in one sector or one industry. All right? Then you have the S&P 500. This is the index that most people will use to gauge whether or not their portfolios are performing well in the market. The S&P 500 is a diverse group of stocks all across the universe of stocks that trade well and are able to trade on the S&P 500. But keep in mind, it only tracks 500 stocks. When we get down to the VectorVest composite, it's looking at stocks across the universe, but it's 8,300 stocks. No matter if you look at whatever ones you look at here, this has a better feel of broad market movement, all right? So the first column is the price movement of the composite on both the week-over-week and day-over-day basis. RT and BSR are only found within the VectorVest software. RT stands for relative timing. It's one of our core proprietary indicators, cast on a scale between 0 and 2. We make that simple. If the indicator is above 1, it's favorable. If it's below 1, it's unfavorable. Right now, RT is at 0.99. That makes me think a little bit. Yes, we may be up today, but RT still tells me that the market overall is still flat. At or above or below the value of 1, the market is flat. The further above 1 it is, the market's in an uptrend, in a nice strong uptrend, and the more below 1 it is, it's in a downtrend, but in a stronger downtrend. This is a very smart indicator, that RT. It tells me if the market is in an uptrend or a downtrend and how strong that trend is. The next indicator looks at the overall health of the market. It is the buy to sell ratio. Every stock in our database gets a buy, a sell, or a hold recommendation every day. And to get that ratio, which is at 1.2, in order to get that ratio, we look at the number of buys divided by the number of sells. So if we did the math, the ratio is at 1.2, clearly above the value of 1, which is favorable. Tells me we have more buys in the system than sells. The market is showing signs of strength. We are the only software in this industry that has an indicator that truly looks at the overall health of the market, and that is the buy to sell ratio. So we look at all 3 of these indicators, we track them on both the week over week and day over day basis, and that's how we get their colors. We have a yellow light when the indicator is up, or look at that. It's unchanged on a week over week basis, but higher on a day over day basis. The data is mixed, yellow light. The price column is higher on a week over week basis and higher on a day over day basis. We give a green light. The buy to sell ratio is lower on a week over week basis, but higher on a day over day basis. So we apply a yellow light. That's how the lights are gotten. And that's why I love this as a true traffic light into the market. What's the main color you see? Yellow. Even though it's okay to buy stocks today, do you back the truck up? No. We are cautiously bullish. And this is the kind of information, the power of the software that gives you better insight of what to do and when to do it. All right? So I'm going to stick right there. It's okay to buy stocks, but we're going to still be cautiously bullish. Now, Digital Tectonics typed in exclamation point Glenism. I have my own language called Glenism, which are words that I make up that make sense. In this case, he's got a random one that says excitementation. All right? Describes Glenn at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the Jockey Club sessions or making a lot of money in a stock. So there you go. Cub says, how come Lisa has so many badges? Well, she's got at least one badge from me. How do you get the VectorVest speedometer thingy?
No, you have to use your Amazon.
Oh, if you have Amazon Prime and you link your Amazon Prime to Twitch, you get that one that's got the VectorVest speedometer in it. And also Lisa's is a part of Twitch. That's why she's got the blue crown. All right, so there you go.
Yeah, she has Twitch Prime for the...
She's got Twitch Prime. She's got the VIP badge. And she's got...
Sub.
And she's a sub. So that's how that has. Now, if you have Amazon Prime, there's your link. Joey just put it in there so that you can link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch, and then you will have what we call Twitch Prime. What that does for you is you get 12 tokens. For doing that, you have 12 tokens. Every month, you can use one of those tokens to support any live stream you want. And it's actually a financial support for us without money out of your pocket. It's a way that you're giving us money without giving us money. All right, so that's why Lisa has all of those badges. All right, so there you go. And I'm looking at the ones that don't have badges, 12 tokens. Yeah, I know, but you're gonna use one a month. One a month. And you can put it to any live stream you want. That's a way that you can support a live stream without any money out of pocket. So there you go. Lisa's got it all. You go, Lisa. Go, Lisa. Get busy. Go, Lisa. Pump it up, pump it up. Go ahead, Daniel. That's something for you to clip now, and he will. But you know, Lisa's one of the people who support, and she says, you got to chat. There you go. Lisa says, you got to chat. All right, so I got a couple of new people chatting in here today, so I totally appreciate that. All right, now that we have a feel of it's okay to be in the market or not, let's now go to the market timing graph. I'm going to bring up, I didn't mean to do it from there, did I? Oh, dang it. All right, there we go. Let's do it here. There we go. Are we? That's all right. I'm going to keep talking. All right, and we're going to keep talking, and we're going to, there we go. I should be back. Sorry about that. A little bit, we drop a little bit of frames, but I should be back now.
Just refresh.
Refresh if you need to. Just refresh, and you should be all caught up back to us just in case. All right, market timing graph. This is a 1-year look-back period of that VectorVest composite. Remember, that's that indicator that tracks over 8,000 stocks. All right, we're tracking it on, look at that nice run coming up off a market bottom. Look at that run up. That's exactly what you want. I know, Joff, we did. I faded to black this time. Well, that could be taken in more than one way. That's all I got to say about that. All right. I'm glad you guys have a sense of humor because that's fun. Let's go put this on a 3-month graph. We can see that over the last 3 months, the market is definitely moving higher. We have had some pullback periods. All right, and I'm going to, can I move this over to the side so they can see it? Joey's going to do something.
Yeah, go ahead now.
All right, there we go. I'm going to add a couple of things. I'm going to add a couple of moving averages to this. Lisa laughed at my joke because that was a good joke. I don't care who you are. That was a good joke. I'm going to add a couple of moving out. Did I save the layout? Pro Trader. No, I never saved a Twitch layout. So I'm going to do that real quick. Let's add 2 moving averages. Add moving averages, exponential, 10, do it again. Add moving average, exponential 10. Drop this down to drop this down to a 3. Drop this down to an 8. Let's put those on. Let's change the colors. I'm doing this real quick. The 3 is going to be green, and we're going to make it thicker. The 8 is going to be red, and we're going to make it thicker. I'm going to add a couple of other things. I'm going to take off the MTI to, I'm going to take off the MTI, the buy-to-sell ratio, RT. Leave that on. That's the graph that we need to look at. Hey, Cub, Joff says, did Joey or Daniel break it, or is it the next just sloughing? It's Daniel. It's all Daniel. Daniel did it. Nope. Daniel says it's a network issue. I'm all about blaming Daniel. It's all Daniel's fault. All right, what do we see what's going on today? Nice up day in the market. Look at that. Nice open candle. How about looking at, in case you're interested, these are 3 and 8 exponential moving averages. On an end of day basis or on an intraday basis, it does a good job of keeping you from panicking. How about the market pull back here? How about the market, the VectorVest composite pull back? How about the 3 and the 8 still kept you in the market? Would you be a happy individual? Yes. Now, anybody can go and look at their broker's account and put a 3 and 8 exponential moving average, but you would have to put it on the S&P 500. Remember, the VectorVest Composite 1 is only found in the VectorVest software, number 1. And number 2, it tracks the movement of over 8,000 stocks. Would you rather see the 3 and the 8 or any moving average on the S&P 500 stocks, or on an indicator that tracks over 8,000 stocks? So when I show you some of the things that are in here, they're only germane, yes, that's my word for the day, they're only germane to the VectorVest software. And if you want to do the same thing that I'm doing, don't be afraid to take the trial for 99 cents. Cub says, how do you like me now? 2 badges for... Look at that. That's all right. You know what it did? You know what it is? Lisa in what's the word I'm looking for? Not enticed. Encouraged you. Lisa encouraged you to go do that, Cub. So thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. All you're doing is you're helping us, and thank you for helping us.
He just linked his account. Now he's got to give us a sub.
Wow. So you just linked your account. Now, if you want 3, you got to give one of your tokens to us. And now you'll have 3 badges just like Lisa does. You'll have 3 badges. And then for me, I'll say, don't need no stinking badges. But now, how do I do that? Joey posted the link. Do it one more time.
No, he did that part.
Okay.
Now he's got a sub. It's up above.
Oh, so right up above, you should see where you can give one of your 12 tokens to VectorVest or to this stream, and then that will give you your 3rd badge.
Just gift a sub, or it has a crown or something.
It's got a crown or gift a sub. Kylie says, is me or every time long moving average and short moving average are crossing, there's always an up or down movement. That's the purpose of looking at moving average crossovers, Kyle. So this shows me when the market is moving up. How about the moving average, the 3, which is the green, is above the 8. That's good, right? But when the red crosses above the green, and that's why I use green and red lines. When green is above red, that's bullish. When red is above green, that's bearish. That is, it says prime loot, Joey. Help him out.
That's the wrong one.
All right. You just type in the room. Help him out.
I'm just going to show him right here.
All right, you're going to show him? He's going to show you real quick.
Here, look.
So there you go.
Right here.
Oh, where it says gift a sub, right there. Boom.
It's going to get crazy, so.
You should do it. It should show the mirror in the mirror in the mirror. It is. It's doing. That's where you do it, Cub. All right, but Kyle, that is the reason why we use moving averages, whether it's on the market or on an individual stock. This is what lets you know if it's okay to be bullish or bearish, in this case, in the market or on an individual stock. That's what it's there for, my friend. That's exactly what it's there for. That's why you use it. All right, so nice up day in the market today. Tell you what we're going to do. Now we're going to go look at some of those stocks from Disney. Let's start off with Disney. All right, let me move that over. Let's start with Disney. Let's start with Hasbro. Hasbro, why? Because toys, Disney toys, you're welcome, Kyle. toys, and another one for toys, Mattel, for the dolls, if you want to call them, or action figures. That's a better way to use so that guys can buy them too. The action figures, yeah, I don't want to, honey, what you going to the store for? I'm going to buy a Star Wars doll. No, I'm going to buy a Star Wars action figure. So Mattel and Hasbro are ideal for that. How about the movie theaters, right? AMC Entertainment, I'm going to put that in. And one last thing, games. So let's put in ATVI, which is Activision. Oh, dang it. Comma, ATVI. No.
Just start spelling it.
Activision. I said that. ATVI. ATVI. All right. So these are all stocks that are included or part of this whole Disney platform. Let's start off with Disney. All right, let's go take the crosshair cursors off. Let's put it on the last 3 months. Another thing that I want to look at when I look at a stock, earnings. Earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. Whew. Oh, that's right. I have this way because Ron likes the bar, likes that. Change the type, put it on the candlestick. There we go. All right, so now we're looking at Disney. The only thing that I don't like about Disney is the earnings. Earnings are falling, but yesterday's activity showed that earnings beat. Let me explain to you how our earnings work. Our earnings are forecasted earnings 12 months out. Our earnings look at past earnings, current earnings, and we forecast 12 months out. So what we're saying is that this time next year, Disney should be at an earnings of $7.01. Now, once the real earnings that kicked in yesterday start to affect earnings on the graph, this will start moving up. This will start moving up. But our earnings data is forecasted earnings. Forecasted earnings. All right, so there we go. Look at that. Do you like Disney? Look at the 3 and the 8. Kyle, look at that nice movement of the 3 still moving above the 8 and both moving in the same direction. Do you like that stock? Yes or no? Uh-oh. How did you get the... No, you got 2 badges, Club. You still got 2 badges. I'm showing on here you got 2 badges. Kyle, does that look good? Yes or no? Kyle, does that look good? And I want to use you because you had the question about the moving averages. And this is why it's important to use them. We like the 3 and the 8 exponential because, again, whether it's an end of day or an intraday graph, it does a good job to keep you in a stock longer. This was a good opportunity to get out. Would you rather get out? Ooh, excuse me. Think about this. As trying to maintain money in the stock. Look at the 3 and the 8, 3 and the 8, 3 and the 8. It crossed bearish right here. Would you want to get out of the stock here or ride the stock down to its low and get out here? Think about that. Think about that. I would rather you get out, take profits earlier than to give it all back. How many times have you seen a stock go up, make money, you stay in it too long and give it all back? These moving averages will do a good job of keeping you from giving it all back. Now, there's a downside to these moving averages. You will be susceptible to whipsaws. How about you got out, you got back in, you got out, back in. No matter what moving average combination you use, you will be susceptible to whipsaws. But overall, when the stock is moving, whether it's up or down, it does a great job of holding on to a trend on a stock. How about it crossed here? Would you be a happy individual? Look at that. Would you be a happy individual? That's what it's all about. I use it a lot in Bitcoin stock. It's dope as, okay, I can't say that. I almost got caught out there saying that. I know what that meant, and I almost got caught saying that. So, it is what it is. It's dope AF. All right. So Disney looks good. It's all right. It's all right, Kyle. Look at Disney. So now I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to look at it on an end of day graph, and then we're going to go back to see intraday if this is a good day intraday to get in. Next stock we're going to look at is Hasbro. Look at the same thing. Disney is pushing it up. Is this a good stock to get into? One thing I want you to pay attention to. The stock's price is rising, but there is a level of resistance. Sort of like a ceiling. If you don't know what the resistance is like a ceiling. Let me make it darker, and let me take off the last close. Look at that. The stock's price is having a hard time getting above 103.57. It's having a hard time getting above 103.57. Look at intraday. See that wick? That's as high as the stock was today. Where did it stop? Right at that resistance level. So now, not only is the stock going up, but because it's having a hard time breaking through, my suggestion to you would be put in an order with your broker, 12 cents higher than the high. Why? Because remember, we want you to buy into stocks that are rising. So make sure that the stock is going up before you pull the trigger. 12 cents higher than the high, which is 1/8 of a point. Take that, and that might be a good opportunity to get in. I wouldn't do it yet. Let the trade come to you. Don't chase the trade. Let the trade come to you by putting in that buy stop limit order. Earnings though, and another thing I like is volume. Volume is conviction. You notice that I have a moving average of volume. It's a 40-day simple moving average of volume. I can clearly see that when volume is above its moving average, that's a good opportunity as well. Volume is what? Volume is the amount of shares that are being traded. That's what these bars. So if I click on this one right here, let's click on that big bar on the date line. That big bar tells me that there were 7,286,153 shares traded on that day. Now, today, it's telling me that we have 812,211 shares traded today. All right, so that's what volume. Volume is conviction. Oh, is that what you were trying to tell me? Dang it. All right, that was my fault. That was my fault. I was a little slow. Volume is conviction. Volume is conviction. If I'm watching the stock's price move up, I want to see rising volume. All right, let's go to the next stock. In this case, Mattel. Mattel is not feeling the love like Hasbro is. Look at that. Mattel is not feeling, and Mattel beat earnings yesterday. Interesting. Mattel beat earnings yesterday, and look at that. Big down day. So even though I'm trying to find the stocks that are taking advantage of the Disney effect, this is not one of them. The stock's price is going down. This is one I would bypass. Liz says, Cub, I think it took a day for mine to show up. Oh, okay. Is that what it is? See, look at that. You guys can talk back and forth amongst yourselves. I should stay out of your conversation. All right. Let's go to the next stock. AMC, the movie channel. Now, the movie theaters. What I like about this, the stock found a level of a floor. Remember I talked to you about a level of resistance? The stock found a level of a floor right here. Let's go put in, make that a little darker. Found a good level of a floor. And what's going on right now? It's retracing. What am I looking for before I place the trade on here? Somebody in the room. What am I looking for before I place this trade? Somebody tell me while I take a sip of my Cafe Bustelo. Somebody in the room can tell me what I'm looking for before I place this trade. Confirmation. There we go. Hi, Maroon. I'm looking for that 3-8 cross. And when it does, I've got some upside as that happens, but at least into that level of resistance right there. At least this is the kind of information that keeps you from making silly decisions on stocks just because somebody says, hey, go buy that stock, it looks good. Well, it looks good, it's moving up, but let's see if we get some confirmation. The confirmation is a way of bringing a higher probability that you'll make money on that trade. Who's to say that it's up today? Look at the wick though. Look at the tall wick today. That means that there was some selling pressure going on. This is why I'm waiting for the 3 and the 8 to cross. I'm an instant gratification kind of guy. If that's the case, Cub, get over yourself. So there you go. CP, thank you very much for chatting in today. Thank you for CSP. Thank you for chatting in today. And Cub, you know I'm only messing with you. You know I'm only messing with you. All right, so I'm glad to see that some of the ideas that I'm trying to teach in here are coming across. These ideas, these things that you're learning are a great way to solidify your chances on making money in the market. M-Trope, how are you? But the volume needs to increase, right? Well, you know something? I'm looking at the volume. What is it? It's pretty steady. I would really like to see it above the moving average, but you know, it's pretty steady across the spectrum. Does that make sense, M-Trope? Think about that. No, and actually, good question, Kyle. Have I ever used on-balance volume indicator? The answer to that is no, I have not. Real quick, what is technical analysis based off of? Two things, price and volume. Every technical indicator you have is based off of those two things. So as I'm gonna answer Kyle's question this way. We have 11 technical indicators on the graph that we can use. One of them happens to be on-balance volume. So I'm already in tune with using volume and a moving average of volume to give an idea of if the stock has got conviction or not. I'm going to add on-balance volume. I've never used it, all right? And I don't want to start talking about what I don't know. So to answer your question, no, I have not. But from a volume perspective, Kyle, I'm all right with just using volume. But if you have history with it and you want to use it, we have it as an indicator you can use. We have it as an indicator that you can use. All right? So, AMC, I like the volume on it. Digital Tectonic said, did you find the subscribe button? Okay, there you go. So, Daniel's talking to Cub. There we go. I like the I like the earnings. I'm waiting for more of a confirmation here before I pull the trigger. Let's look at, wow, Activision, the gaming. Where is it coming up to? A level of resistance. Once again, let's click on style, make it longer, make it wider. Look at that. Look at the 3 and the 8, Kyle. That's a beautiful entry when the 3 crosses above the 8. Right now, I wait to see if the stock can get above that level of resistance. What else don't I like? The earnings per share. And M-Trope, notice how different this volume is. A lot more dips. It's not nearly as steady. So in this, I pay attention to. In this, I pay attention. So M-Trope, the other one, the volume was pretty steady. In this one, M-Trope, I got a little bit more dipation. That's a Glenism. I've got a lot more dipation in the volume. It's not as steady going across. M-Trope, does that make sense? Because that was a good question. Does that make sense? I know Herb. I'm just using your name. I know you're Herb. I know you're my hickory coffee guy, man. You don't think I know that? I got you, my friend. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. There's not as much consistency in the volume here, so I pay attention to that. Now, let's flip the script. Let's put these on to intraday, 5-minute bars, today's current day. Intraday. So if I'm trying to get into it as a day trade, I'm going to take earnings off. If I'm trying to get into it as a day trade today, I'm not touching it. Why? The stock is moving sideways. What did it do from this morning? 9:30. Let me see if it gapped. It did not gap coming into the open, but it made its money early. Excuse me, and it's sitting still. I don't need to stop on here either. And there we go. 9:30, there we go. Look at that run. So the majority of the money that was made on Activision was made this morning. Kyle, look at this. Look at that 3 and the 8. And even when it pulled back, it still kept you in. Look at that. Now look at that. So I tried to start a free. What are you trying to start a free trial for? Oh gosh, Cub. Look at that. And look at the run. And would that have been a good opportunity to get out right there as a day trade, Kyle? Would that have been a good time to get out? Look at that. And that's for everybody in this room. That is the beauty as a day trader, to use something like moving averages to maximize your profit potential. To maximize, I don't see use prime. You guys are helping, Cub? All right, good. But right now, what is the stock doing on an intraday basis? It's pretty much hanging out. You missed the move from this morning. You wait for possibly Monday as another possible opportunity. Let's start looking at the other stocks. AMC, same scenario. Moving averages. And this is, look at this. How many of you would have panicked this morning when you see the stock do this? Type a me in the room. Type a me in the room. How many of you would have panicked as a day trade when you saw this? Type a me. I'm very interested to see how many of you are going to answer that. How many of you are going to answer that? All right. How about, yeah, Kyle said yes. Anybody else? You have the mouse? No. How many else of you? Handlebars said not me. Good answer, Handlebars. Look at that moving average. Look at those two moving averages. Depend on where I entered, said B. Wooster. Another good answer. I'll take that as well. Lisa says probably me. So look at this. Did the 3 and the 8 cross to the downside? No. Would you have been a happy individual? Yep, it rebounded. Now, this is where it crossed down. Would you have gotten out? Would you have gotten a profit at this point? Would you have gotten a profit at this point? Yes, you would have. Wait for another opportunity. As a day trader, boom, bam, down, 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 in, bam, out, bam. Now, the only people who are trading like this are day traders. All right, so Kyle says he's a day trader. This takes the emotions out, Kyle. This is what takes the emotions out. Let's go to the next one, which is Mattel. Mattel gapped up this morning and fell hard. Could I have made some money at the open, the 3 and 8, 3 and 8, 3 and 8, 3 and 8, boom. Would I have made some money? Answer to that is yes. Would I have saved myself from riding the stock down? Yes. This is important because, again, how many times have you been in a trade and then you sit back and you wonder and you say, man, when do I get out? Well, it's going to come back. Well, you know, it's good this morning. It's going to come back. Well, it looks like it's going to come back. Oh, gosh, I hope it comes back. Damn, it's not coming back. Holy smokes, I'm losing money. And that's your emotions all the way down the line, right there. Why do that when the 3 and the 8 cross, you could have gotten out and saved yourself all that money? All right, so there you go. It takes emotion, the technical analysis takes the emotion out of the equation for you right there. Let's go to the next one. Hasbro. It had a hard time getting out of bed this morning. The 3 and the 8 cross right there. Would that have been a good entry? Look at that run. Look at that run. Boom, 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 bam. That's where you would have gotten out. That was a winning day trade. That was a winning day trade. Right now, am I going to be in it? No, because it's bearish. The 3 is below the 8. I'm not thinking about getting into it now. Let's go to the next couple. That's the last one, Disney. Disney almost looked good from the open. Disney was a good opportunity right at 9:30 when the market opened up after the good earnings. How about this? Not panicking. How about not panicking, Lisa? Let the 3 and the 8. How about the 3 didn't cross below the 8? Boom. It went a little higher. Finally, the 3 crossed there. Would you rather get out there or get out somewhere down here? That's why we use the 3 and the 8. All right, so there you go. You guys are rocking today. You guys are rocking. New people signing up, new people talking. Man, oh man, today was a good. So the whole idea there was to give a better understanding of what's going on in the market, what's going on in the news. Endgame, out. It's going to break records. How do you take advantage of it? Look at a stock like Disney. Look at other stocks that are in the Disney sphere. Look at the graphs. The graphs are going to help you to determine if it's okay or not okay to be in those stocks. That's the beauty of using the VectorVest software. That's the beauty of using our indicators to help you. That's the beauty of using market timing overall to determine whether it's okay or not okay to be in the market. All of these things together are going to heighten your probability of making money in the market. There's no magic. There's no mysticism. This is not the red pill or the blue pill, and your name ain't Neo. All right, keep all of that in mind. This is all about the reality of being able to make money in the market. All right, to be able to make money in the market. Tell you what I'm going to do. I know I'm a little bit over. Here we go. I'm going to do a quick fire snap off. Give me some stocks. Let's take a look at them. All right, we're going to do a quick fire real quick. Let's go see what stocks you're interested in. I don't mind doing that. Let's go see. There we go. MRNS, comma. Give me another stock. Let's bust a move. Can't touch this. My market is so hard. Makes me say, oh my God. There you go. Daniel, there's something else for you right there. EMPH, comma. It's a BTC stock. It's BTC. Let's go look at it. BTC. I got it. BTCSD is what I got. Is that the same thing? Is that the Bitcoin? Is that it right there? It's Bitcoin. So I don't know. Let's go see if I have Bitcoin. Bitcoin. No, I need the stock symbol. Or maybe if I put it all together. Bitcoin. No, I may not have it. I need the symbol. TECL, comma, TIGR, comma. So that was the symbol? BITC. see. No, I ain't got it. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. And I'll look at Tesla. All right, let's do a quick 3-month view of them. Let's see. Swing trade, MRNS, you're fine. 3 and 8 look good. Stock's hitting a new high. If you're not in it yet, look for 12 cents higher than the high. Look for BITC, not
BTC.
BTC. I don't think I have it. I was checking it. BTC. Is it that right there? Is it BTCSD? I'm going to take it. All right. Tech looks good. End of day. He says, no, I didn't think so. All right. I'm not listening to Joey. I didn't think it was. All right.
That's what it says here.
I don't. What says where? Yeah, I don't think we track it.
Right.
All right. That's what it looks like. We don't track it. Whoever put in TECL, who was that? That was... I'm looking at all the... Oh, that was Maroon. Look at that. That's a beautiful looking equity curve. Right now, it's going down for the last 2 days. If you're already in it, you're fine. Wait until the 3 and the 8 cross on an end of day basis. Next one. Woo! Tesla's in the toilet. Tesla's just falling. Who's playing it short? Somebody in the room was playing it short. Who's playing it short? Kyle. Who's playing it? Somebody said that they were playing it short. I got you, Herb. I'll put in Teva. Look at that. Look at that. That stock is just getting smoked like nobody's business. And everything looks like it's still going to stay short. Tesla. That was B. Wooster. That's who it was. That was B. Wooster. All right. And look at that stock just go. And as long as it continues to go down, look at the volume behind it. That's conviction behind the down move. Muskrat Love. Who's saying that? That was the captain in Tennille, wasn't it? How? You didn't think I knew that? Muskrat Love was captain in Tennille, I think. Or somebody like that. All right. Enphase looks good. 3 and 8 just crossed recently to the upside. If you're in it, you're fine. Look at the volume behind it. Look at the late cap. That's right, Captain and Tennille. I'm very musically diverse. Remember, I'm a DJ. All right. Joey, on the other hand, didn't know anything about that song. Not at all.
Wasn't even alive.
Huh?
Probably wasn't even alive.
You wasn't even alive yet. Good volume on it. Look at the trend line. I could draw a trend line. Man, from the low, that's exactly what you want to look at in the stock. That's exactly what you want to see in the stock. Make that line a little darker. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right. Next one, MRNS. Recently, 3 and 8 cross, taking out new highs, making new highs over the last 3 months. Volume is starting to rise. Not a bad-looking trade, an end-of-day trade. Let's go to the next one. Tier was doing good, fell. Right now, the 3 and 8 are about to cross again. If you were in it, this was a good time to get out of it right here where the 3 8 crossed. Remember, if you're using end of day in this case, you want to use an end of day graph. That was a good opportunity to get out and wait for a new opportunity with a 3 and 8 across. This may be a new opportunity to get in. All right, next stock is Tiger. We haven't been tracking it long. Big up day on it today. The 3 and 8 across are close. I would wait until Monday. If the 3 8 cross, I wouldn't mind getting into it. All right, I think that this was the excitement. If it's brand new or if it was just us tracking it, something happened right here and it looked horrible. And then look at that. Let's see if look at Monday. Let's see about Monday. All right. And the last stock is, that's not Bitcoin. And what did you just give me? Teva? Let's go put that in the new graph. Teva, T-E-V-A. Where is it at? Did it go in? Did not. T-E-V-A. Let's bust a move on that. Put that on 3 months. Teva was in a downtrend. You want to know what's exciting about this? Let me connect the highs. What just happened over the last couple of days? Oh, how about the downtrend was broken? Nice. How about the downtrend was broken? And how about the 3 and 8 just crossed? This is the beauty of knowing when to be in a stock. How about that? All right, how about that? All right, one more stock, AMD, and then I got to go. AMD, put this on a 3-month graph, go down. AMD, nice trend line. Stocks in an uptrend. Let's go darken that up. Stocks in an uptrend. And what is the stock doing right now, Kyle? Moving sideways. Moving sideways. That's not a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Moving sideways just means you're okay. Use the 3 and the 8, though. Use the 3 and the 8 as a means to manage the chart. See you, Lisa. And I'm getting ready to stop for the day as well. Thank you all for being here. I love doing these quick fire stocks because that makes, so that you guys that have questions, ask them. I did get a couple of people who came out the background today. That was awesome. Herb, what? It's Blaze, Iron Man. Wow, everybody wants to do some. Listen to you. It's Blaze. It's Blaze. Did you like the content today? If you did, I'm going to invite you to follow us. I don't see you with any badges in front of your name. And I'm not putting you on shine, not at all. I'm just looking because you chatted in. Stop trying to do a spoiler for me. But if you like the content that you saw today, it's Blaze. I'd love for you to at least follow us. I'm looking for 2 more followers by the end before I sign off. I'm looking for 2 more. And Backwards Man, pepperoni pizza, $100. Oh, Lord. Backwards Man, I'm looking, he's got a Twitch. That doesn't mean he's Twitch. Does that mean he's?
He just has his Twitch account linked to his Prime account.
Okay, he's his Twitch. All right.
You got to click on subscribe above.
I'm looking for at least 2 more people before I sign off right now to hopefully, I remember I was looking for 5 today. I got 3, and I thank you for those 3, but if 2 more people could follow us, it would be greatly. You did it. I know M-Trope. I know Herb. You just combined Prime and Twitch. Way to go, my friend. Excellent. So, thank you guys for all of your input today. You know I love it. Maroon said, thank you, Glenn. Have a great weekend. Joey, have a good weekend also. You notice he put you second.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend also. I love doing these things, and you guys make it so much fun. Are you guys learning stuff? Even the ones that are in the background. Are you at least learning some stuff? Type a yes or no in the room. I'm very interested in knowing if you're at least learning something. Even if you don't chat much, are you learning something? Because that's what this is all about. I'm only here for you. I'm only here to hopefully teach you and show you some things about a software that I work for. So I'm very curious. I don't want to waste nobody's time. I don't. I look at Backwards Man. I look at It's Blaze. Are you learning stuff in here? I'm curious to know. Look at that, My Rogers. I didn't think I could post. You can always post, My Rogers. Thank you very much for typing in today, my friend. I thank you very much for that. Maroon says every session. Kyle says a lot. Herb says always. So there you go. I guess anybody, I don't know if anybody thinks that you can't chat. Yes, you can. Just type something. You can chat. All right. I'm learning how to use Twitch. That's, maybe I need to do a session on how to use Twitch. No, I don't. All right.
Did we?
It's free to type, says Kyle. Say again?
Did we talk about the YouTube channel?
Did I talk about the YouTube channel? Probably not. No, it was at 222.
See it right there?
I see it, yeah. I didn't talk about the YouTube channel. We do have a YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, www.youtube.com/VectorVest, we do have a YouTube channel. A lot of these Twitches are automatically going over there too. So in case you wanted to be on YouTube and watch it, you can do that. Weed and 5G. That's the last thing I need to do. Hold on. How do I get there?
And we can give away some.
Man, I'm just doing so much today. Man, can I close this? No. All right. So let me go down to the full page. Is that my full page?
Yep.
Go to the full page. Let's go to the portfolios real quick. All right. Let's take all those off. Let's talk about what's going on. The Weed and 5G list. You got it. Weed list. Let's go to the 5G magic. Where are we at? Woo! It took a big hit. 5G took a slamming hit. Good. Gordon Gin. It was up as high as about 3%, 2.84%, and it took a hit. That's all right, and that's the beauty of having a trading system. We let the trading system do what it's got to do. Man, oh man, I'm going to let the trading system work. If I look at the details show me that it's 5G magic. I do have a 5% trailing stop. When we get a primary wave down, we will go to cash. But right now, it's just hurting. I'm okay with, I can close that one, right? Well, I'm going to minimize it. All right, it is what it is. It's pretty flat. Seems took a hit. It sure did. It took a nice hit right there. Went from 2.84 to, that's almost 3% move. That's almost a 3%. That was yesterday. Almost a 3% move. We got a little bit of a rebound today, up about 0.25%. All right? We need to get a theme song for our channel. You know, I've been saying that, Daniel. I want a theme song. I really want Shaft, but I got some infringement rights that I probably couldn't do. But I would love to have a theme song. Let's take a look at the weed stocks. You know that they are more volatile. Wow, look at the move today. It's up. The weed stocks are up almost 2.5% today. The portfolio is down overall, but a big resurgence today. I'm up 26% on Hexo. That's the stock we were looking at in the Jockey Club this morning. I'm up 14% on CGC. I'm up 5, almost 6% on ACB. And I'm down on 1. So there you go. Theme song. I like that. Oh, no. I like Dave Brubeck. You know something? We play some nice jazz. No. Or better yet, how about Feel Good by Chuck Mangione? There we go. I do like Chuck Mangione and Feel Good. Green Acres might not be a bad song either. There it is. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. There you go. There you go, Kirby. There you go, Kirby. Joey put that on just for you, Kirby. That was the Green Acres in the background, and I sang with it. Ray, Papa was a Rolling Stone. I could do that too. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wherever he laid his hat, was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Any of these songs could be awesome, awesome theme songs. So thank you for all of that. You know, I love what I do. I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world, and you guys make it fun. You guys make it fun. Kirby, I hope you like the Green Acres in the background. And how about something from Barry White? You'll never find another. That's not.
Give away a VIP.
All right, I gotta give away a VIP. How about that? Who I want to give it to? My Rogers. Since you didn't know that you can chat, I got you. My Rogers. I want M-Trope. That's my other. Oh no.
Doesn't he have one?
Well, he doesn't have a VIP badge. He's got the other two, but not a VIP.
Oh well, look him up.
All right, so my two are going to be M-Trope, My Rogers. Hold on, Kyle has already got one. Scroll down. Scroll, no, not that way down. Go the other way. Your other down. I want my Rogers because they found out that they could chat today, and they did chat. My Rogers, I'm going to give you a VIP badge today. M-Trope, the only thing that you're missing is a VIP badge. So those are going to be my two, unless Joey's going to give me another one. All right, Daniel, those are my two for VIP badges today. All right, M-Trope, how do you get the purple? You're getting ready to get it right now. All right, type something else in the room, M-Trope. And My Rogers, if you type something in the room right now, there you go. There's your badge in front of your name, My Rogers. And that's, you know something? Anybody out there who doesn't know that you can type, just chat. And just because you did that today, My Rogers, I got you. And M-Trope, there's your third badge, my friend. There's your third badge. All right, I'm all about Lou Rawls. That was Lou Rawls. That wasn't Barry White. Thank you, Cub. I knew that wasn't Barry White. I could sing Shaft, but I'm not going to do it. I'm getting ready to go home now. Bye. Thank you guys for being here. Have a great weekend. And by the way, in case I didn't say it, have a great weekend. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.